After owning and using both the Google TV HD and the 4K for several years now, there are several lesser known features I use all the time that other owners might not know about. These include using the Google TV remote as a universal remote, adding content to your watch list from a Google browser search, and Bluetooth earphone features for controlling playback. A little known feature is that your Google TV remote can be used as a universal remote to control other entertainment devices in your setup. For instance, you can program it to control your AV receiver for volume, or your TV to control the input and power. To get set up, navigate to the settings using the cog icon. Now scroll down to Remotes and Accessories. Then scroll down again to set up remote buttons. Select Add Device and then choose the type of device you want to add from TV, soundbar or AV receiver. Choose the brand of your TV and then choose what you want the remote to control. For my setup, I want to control the power of the TV and the input as my AV receiver controls the volume. Follow the on-screen instructions and click OK. Next, continue to set up the next function you wish to program and then Done. The process of setting up an AV receiver and soundbar follow the same procedure, but use a sound effect to test the control. In the event that the first attempt to set up the device doesn't work, the Google TV will work through alternative codes for different models of the same brand of device until it finds the correct frequency to control the device. Unfortunately, there are certain functions that won't work. In my case, the AV receiver will turn off using the power button, but won't turn on again. My recommendation until a future fix is not to program that function. After you've added your devices, navigate back to Set Up Remote Buttons. You can now configure the remote button's priority for your devices. In my example, I want to leave the volume control to remain as the AV receiver. I then want the power button to toggle the power for the Google TV. Because my Google TV is plugged into a CEC HDMI port, it can do both at the same time by selecting Auto CEC. Finally, I want the input button to control the TV inputs for other devices such as video game consoles. And you're done. Your watch list is your personally bookmarked movies and shows which are collated and added to the library section of the Google TV. You can also access your watch list by scrolling down on the homepage. While you can add to the watch list by pressing and holding on the thumbnail or navigating to a landing page for that content, not a lot of people realise you can add shows and movies to your watch list directly by using a Google search on Google Chrome. As long as you're logged into the same Google account, most searches for a movie or TV show will present shortcuts to watch that show via the associated service. Right next to that icon is the option to add to your watch list. I personally find it extremely useful, especially when away from home or when I'm watching something else and I want to remember to check it out later in the future. One of my favourite features is the ability to connect Bluetooth earphones or earbuds to the Google TV. Using headphones is ideal if you live in a shared household or have a different schedule to other people in your home and still want to enjoy watching your content at a higher volume. Some headphones have additional playback and volume controls. For instance, using the Google Pixel Buds Pro, you're able to tap the earbuds to start and stop content and control the volume. Better still, the Pixel Buds Pro has a feature called voice detection that will automatically pause content and turn on transparency mode when you speak. It means you can hold conversations with other people in your house or take phone calls, safe in the knowledge that you're not going to miss moments in your favourite show or movie. Check out my other video explaining voice detection. A lesser known feature is the ability to move apps around the homepage. Personally, I like to have my most used apps as the first ones on the left to minimise the amount of taps and clicks I need to make. All you have to do is press and hold the OK button on the remote until the app icon changes. Now you can tap left or right to reorder the apps to your preference. There are a number of features I would love to see added to Google TV too. First and foremost is the ability to automatically log out of an adult's profile to stop children sneakily watching inappropriate content. Right now, if you're an adult and don't remember to switch profiles on a shared device, your kids can simply turn on Google TV and have access to your profile. My older daughter has figured out this loophole to sneak content that she's not allowed to see and work around her time limits. A really big request from me for the next generation of Google TV is to include a larger remote, with more prominent volume control. The current remote is a little too small for average to large hands, and the volume control is surprisingly poorly positioned ergonomically. Trying to change the volume level results in the remote slipping in the hand thanks to the very curved design. On the subject of the remote, it would be nice to have an option to reprogram the buttons to launch different apps instead of the default YouTube and Netflix apps. There are third-party apps out there you can use to do this, but having the option as part of the native software would be most welcome. Thank you for watching, and as always, it would be great if you were to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more content on personal technology and the connected home.